Hello everybody, this is Troy. It is a new puzzle day, and today I have a new puzzle to show you called the SPAX Tetra, and this is based on my previous SPAX puzzle, SPAX just being these spherical cuts arranged in an axis cube, but I've kind of retained that name for a lot of the puzzles that share these same curvy cuts for me. So this is the SPAX Tetra, and all of these faces here will have the exact same pattern, and the bottom has a slightly different pattern like this. And I actually thought this would make a nice puzzle in itself, a point turning puzzle, but I did some research and I found that this one actually does exist already to have all the faces look like this. That's a fairly interesting puzzle in itself, but it's basically the same as my other puzzles. It shares all the internals, and so it's got the same properties of corner cutting. Now it's a little harder on this puzzle because when you get a layer like this, maybe they're very thin, so there's not a lot to grab onto on that particular layer. And you're not going to really speed solve a puzzle like this, but I always like to have that whenever possible, so that when you're solving, if you're a little bit misaligned, it's really not an issue. You just push through it. I'll make a quick checkerboard here. Something else about this puzzle that I'm doing differently is I've always printed in PLA, but this puzzle is the first time I've printed in something else, and I don't believe I'll be returning to PLA after this because it looks really good and it works really good with this new material. This is PETG is what I'm using now. So this is the checkerboard. At first it doesn't necessarily look like much, but if you do examine it, you'll see all of the colors kind of work together here, and then there's like this arrow shape. So you've got blue in the arrow shape, and then you come over here and you've got red in the arrow shape, and green and kind of this arrow shape. The top has a little symmetry with these pieces, but the cool thing I thought was on the bottom. You get the little propeller design, and there's something similar to a SPAX puzzle, the cube version, when you do that. So there it is. This is the SPAX Tetra, and I hope you enjoy this, and that's it. Thank you.